What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Single Guy channel. My name's Lloyd. Today we're going to be talking about a question that I got from a viewer, and he writes, Lloyd, love your channel, love all the advice that you give. I recently got into a relationship with a girl, and we've been going out for a solid 5 months. I really like this girl, however, I am starting to feel insecure about the number of sexual partners we have. She has revealed that she has had sex with just over 20 guys, and I have only had sex with 6 women in my life. I know this shouldn't be a big deal, but it's really starting to bug me, and I really like this girl. I don't want to sabotage this relationship. What are some things that I can do to feel better and keep this going the way it has been? Thank you so much. All right. Let's answer this guy's question. Okay, so first thing, I would not recommend that you guys, if you get into a new relationship, reveal your number of sexual partners. Like, usually nothing good comes from that conversation. However, seeing that you guys are already in there, let's give this guy some help. So, just from what I've heard so far, this guy sounds like kind of a young guy. I know this because I probably, I was having these same exact feelings when I was younger. You worry a lot more about the number of sexual partners you've had when you're younger than when you're older. But also too, you can worry about them when you're just relatively inexperienced. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my own experience with it, the stuff that I think works, the stuff that's worked for my students, because generally my younger students tend to worry about this stuff a lot too. And it's kind of understandable that they would. Okay, so before I get into this, if you guys are wondering, I am finally coming out with a product. I'm super excited about it. It's going to have a lot of the stuff that I talk about on this channel, but it's going to be a step-by-step process with things that I cannot show here, like in-field footage. So if you want to get access to that, get notified when it comes out, there is a link in the description below. Click on that link, sign up, and we'll make sure you get notified about it. You can get the early pricing that we have. Okay, cool. So let's get into this video. So when it comes to having sex with a girl or being with a girl who has a much higher body count than you, for lack of a better term, what do you do? Okay, so this guy, 6 to 20, 20 really isn't that bad. I've been around the block more than a few times. It's very, very rare if I meet a woman where her number even comes close to mine. But there was a time also too where I only had sex with 2 girls. Okay, and the second girl ended up becoming my girlfriend. And this girl, I don't know what her number was exactly, but it was definitely a lot higher than 2, probably at least 10 times that. Okay, so I was really insecure about this, and a lot of the things that I did, I wouldn't recommend that you do. It bothered me in a lot of ways, and I kind of kept that under wraps for a long time. So whenever I'd see her talking to another guy, I would get insecure. I would think that I wasn't any good in the bedroom because she had a lot more experience than me. I thought a lot of things. It really started to plague my mind. So I'm going to give you some pieces of information that's going to help you feel a little better about yourself. So in our society, we place a lot of importance on, for men at least, a guy wants to have more sexual partners, and a woman tends to want less sexual partners. So we judge them differently. So you right off the bat, you can't judge yourself in the same way that you would be judging a girl. Just because she has more sexual partners than you doesn't mean she's better than you. And on top of that, especially if she's young, dude, like a 19-year-old girl does not have the same sexual market value as a 19-year-old guy. Like the 19-year-old, even upwards into the early 20s and mid-20s, like women when they're young and at that age, their mate value is so much higher. Like it's so much higher. I know much more guys are trying to get with like a 20-year-old girl than women are trying to get with a 20-year-old guy. That's just the way the world works. So if you're in this position, don't judge yourself, dude. Don't be embarrassed about it. It's fine. Like, I would say that her having more sexual partners than you is the norm because she's desired more. Like, a lot more people are going for her than are going for you. And that's okay. Men get better with age. You're going to get better as time goes on. Don't worry. Give yourself some time, dude. It'll be okay. Okay, and the other thing too that I know was a big worry for me was sexual proficiency. Okay, just because you've had sex with a lot of people doesn't mean you're good at sex. Okay, I've had sex with some women who are, their number was in the triple digits, and they weren't any good in bed. It's kind of scary how they didn't learn anything from any of those things, but it happens. Okay, it's more about connection. Okay, the person that you're with, and a lot of times people who are very promiscuous, they really value connection. You know, for me personally, as someone who's very promiscuous, like if I meet someone who I connect with that I really like, I'm excited, dude, because it doesn't happen. Most people that I do get physical with, I don't have that connection with. And the same thing's probably true for you too. This girl's been going out with you for 5 months. She probably really likes the sex with you, man. She probably really values the connection that you have with her. Okay? She's getting something from you that she's not getting from those other partners that she had. For sure. So you're not in any way an invaluable person just because your number is lower than hers. Okay? So don't judge yourself on it. All right. And the final piece of advice that I would have for you, dude, is if this is really bugging you, the thing that I would encourage you to do is to talk about it. Now, I know at the beginning I said, don't have this conversation, okay? But you're already there now. And once you have that conversation with them, maybe there's certain things that she can do to make you feel better. Maybe she can like tell you certain things or explain how it is from her point of view. You know, if this person really values you, really cares about the connection between you two, she's gonna have that conversation with you guys. All right, cool. And then the final thing that I'm going to give you guys too is that yes, the number of sexual partners really isn't that big of a deal. But I've found just statistically, if there is too big of a discrepancy, like she has like 10 times the number of partners that you have, it's generally something that you guys are going to have to work through. Okay, because you're gonna see in your behaviors, you're gonna see in the way that you handle things. If she's not a promiscuous person and you are a promiscuous person, I've seen people connect on that, but it's something that you guys are gonna have to work out. And it's not so much the conversation about the number of partners that you've had, it's more a conversation about how you handle certain situations. And I find that that's something that will need to be worked out too. So it's not necessarily a red flag, but it's definitely something that you guys are gonna have to discuss in the future. So dude, yeah, I would encourage you to talk about it. And honestly, dude, 6 to 20, not that big of a difference, man. I've been around the block a lot. I think you guys are gonna be just fine. So hopefully this helps, man. If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. I come out with videos like this every single week. If you're looking to get mentored by me personally, one-on-one coaching, there's a link for the form in the description box below. Click on that form, fill it out, and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot, you guys. Good luck out there.